Good afternoon. This is All India Radio, and I am Lalima Aneja Dang with the Midday News. The headlines. Home Minister Rajnath Singh to celebrate Dussehra with BSF personnel guarding Indo-Pakistan border in Rajasthan. Chief Election Commissioner O.P. Rawat says proactive steps have been taken to counter bogus voting. 10 members of a family killed in a road accident near Rajnandgaon in Chhattisgarh. Voting underway for 35 national and provincial assemblies bypoll in Pakistan amidst tight security. Indian men's and women's hockey teams advanced to Youth Olympic final in Buenos Aires. And in cricket, West Indies struggling to save Hyderabad test against India. Home Minister Rajnath Singh will visit Bikaner in Rajasthan on Thursday to be with the Border Security Force personnel guarding the Indo-Pakistan border. He will celebrate Dussehra with them by performing Shastra Puja, that is, weapon worship. A Home Ministry official said this is the first time when a senior central minister will be joining the force in the festivities in the sensitive border with Pakistan. Mr. Singh will also assess the progress in infrastructure development. Last year, he had attended the Dussehra celebrations at Joshi Math in Uttarakhand along the Sino-Indian border. Chief Election Commissioner of India O.P. Rawat has said the Election Commission has taken proactive steps to counter bogus voting and purify the electoral roll. In an exclusive interview to All India Radio News, he said, to stop misuse of social media during elections, the poll body will ensure that nothing adverse goes out on any of the social media platforms. During the last 48 hours before polling, it will be ensured that no campaign material is left out on any platform of the social media.
We constituted a group under our Senior Deputy Election Commissioner, and this group invited executives of major social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and all these people. They came and they have committed before this group that during the campaign period, they will ensure that nothing adverse to level playing field is hosted on their platforms.
Mr. Rawat said all the voting machines are foolproof and cannot be tampered with in any way. He said the upcoming elections in 5 states will have the Voter Verifiable Paper Audit Trail or VVPAT machines. In Odisha, the relief and rescue work is underway in flood and cyclone-affected areas of Ganjam, Gajapati and Raigad district. 3 ministers are now touring in flood-affected areas and supervising the relief and rescue work. Food packets are being airdropped in Ganjam and Gajapati districts today. The restoration work for power supply and road connectivity is being carried out on a war footing basis. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has directed the flood-affected district collectors to submit the report of damages within 7 days. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu today visited villages of the Titli cyclone-affected areas and addressed people in Srikakulam district. He reviewed the situation till late night yesterday and gave directions to the officials to bring normalcy at the earliest. A road has been cleared in Srikakulam district. Mr. Naidu has announced a compensation of 1,200 rupees for a damaged coconut tree and 25,000 rupees per hectare of cashew crop. In Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan Army today again violated the ceasefire in Dalhan sector along the line of control in border district of Poonch this morning. According to Mr. Rajiv Pandey, the Senior Superintendent of Police, Poonch, Pakistan Army targeted 3 Indian forward posts in Dalhan sector of Haveli Tehsil for nearly half an hour. Indian troops guarding the forward posts returned the fire. Mr. Pandey said no loss of life or injury occurred in the Indian side. In Chhattisgarh, 10 members of a family were killed and 7 others injured in a road accident near Rajnandgaon this morning. The accident took place when they were returning to Bhilai from Dongargarh. Here's more from our correspondent.
Members of a family were returning to Bhilai from Dongargarh after having darshan of Devi Bamleshwari. The vehicle was hit by a truck near Somni village on National Highway number 53. The intensity of the collision was so severe that 9 persons were killed on the spot. The officials of district administration were rushed to the spot and admitted injured persons to the district government hospital at Rajnandgaon. Chief Minister Rajnath Singh have expressed condolences to the bereaved families. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
Prime Minister's Arogya Yojana Ayushman Bharat provides free medical treatment up to 5 lakh rupees to over 10 crore poor families of the country. Treatment can be availed in any of the government and listed private hospitals. In Jharkhand, Ayushman Bharat is generating new hope among poor. Here's a ground report from our Ranchi correspondent.
In Jharkhand, Prime Minister Arogya scheme, Ayushman Bharat, is proving very beneficial to the poor section of the society. In Giridih district, Balu Das' son was being treated for a stomach ailment and was facing financial problems. But soon after Ayushman Bharat was launched, he got the golden card through mobiles only.
हमारा लड़का को तबीयत खराब है, बहुत जोर से उसको पेट में बीमारी हो गया है, बहुत जबरदस्त। इससे सरकार ने उनको गोल्डन कार्ड दिया है, इससे हम बहुत खुश हैं।
Similarly, heart patient Nitya Devi is hopeful of her good treatment. She expressed her optimism.
मेरा हार्ट बीमारी हो गई है, इलाज न करा पा रही है, पर गोल्डन कार्ड के लिए है, ऊपर से हम कहीं भी इलाज करा के अच्छा हो गया।
Kusum Devi of Mahavir Gali of Giridih is quite hopeful of good treatment of her grandson under Ayushman Bharat.
हमार पोता बहुत बीमार है, तो सरकार दे रहे कार्ड, तो ओकरा से इलाज हो जाए तो और अच्छा बात है। अभी तक ना हो रहे इलाज से तो बीमार पड़ते हैं।
So Ayushman Bharat scheme is proving extremely helpful to the poor in generating confidence in them of good medical treatment. Rajesh Sinha, AIR News, Ranchi.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. In Pakistan, voting is underway for the by-election in 35 national and provincial assemblies with over 600 candidates, including some political bigwigs in the running. The polling started at 8 in the morning and will continue till 5 in the evening. Elections are being held in 9 National Assembly constituencies in Punjab and 1 each in Sindh and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Polling is also taking place in 24 provincial assembly seats, including 11 in Punjab, 9 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and 2 each in Sindh and Balochistan. Former Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi is contesting for the National Assembly seat again, this time as he had lost in July 25 parliamentary polls. The overseas Pakistanis are voting for the first time in the bypolls. The counting will start soon after closure of voting. The death toll in a bomb attack on an Afghan election rally has risen to 22 today, ahead of the October 20 parliamentary poll. Muhammad Jawad Hijri, the spokesman of Takhar governor, said that a motorcycle carrying explosives detonated among supporters of a female candidate. In another incident in the western province of Herat, provincial governor spokesman Jailani Farhad said the 2 gunmen attacked the campaign office of a candidate in Injil district and killed 2 people. Maldives Supreme Court will begin hearings today on a complaint filed by the outgoing President Abdullah Yameen to cancel the results of the presidential elections held last month. The complaint was filed last week by Progressive Party of Maldives, led by the President, claiming it had received numerous complaints from their supporters. The joint opposition, which won the elections, has also filed for an intervention against the case. Opposition candidate Ibrahim Mohammed Solih defeated Mr. Yameen by more than 34,000 votes, which was accepted by the latter a day after. However, he started to protest against the Election Commission a week later. In Nepal, bodies of 9 climbers from the base camp of the Mount Gurja have been retrieved. The rescue team reached base camp and airlifted all 9 bodies this morning. 5 Korean climbers and 3 Nepali guides were killed after the camp was devastated by a violent snowstorm on Friday. 1 Nepali guide was missing and his body was also recovered this morning. Our Kathmandu correspondent has filed this report.
A 5-member South Korean expedition team and 4 Nepali guides had been camping at the foot of 7,193-meter Mount Gurja for last few days. They were waiting for a good weather to attempt the summit. The base camp is situated at 3,500 meters and it takes at least 1 day trek from the nearest village to reach there. Gurja is the rarely climbed mountain in Nepal's Annapurna region. It lies next to Avalanche Prone, Dhaulagiri, the world's 7th highest peak. Rajkumar, AIR News, Kathmandu.
India and China have launched their first joint program for Afghanistan to train its diplomats. According to a tweet put out by the Indian Embassy in Beijing yesterday, Indian Ambassador to Afghanistan, Vinay Kumar, hosted 10 Afghan diplomats who will be travelling to India for the first India-China joint training program for Afghan diplomats under the aegis of the trilateral cooperation between India, China and Afghanistan. Well, back home, hundreds of people, including women and children, participated in a walk organized by the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC, in New Delhi today. It was meant to create awareness on human rights and their protection. The march was flagged off by NHRC chairperson Justice H.L. Dattu in the presence of sports celebrities J. Mary Com, boxer, and Vijay Kumar, shooter. The Street Play Society of the Janaki Devi Mahila Mahavidyalaya, New Delhi, was given the first prize of 1 lakh rupees for their play titled Maila Kuchaila, highlighting the challenges of manual scavengers and the need to protect their right to life. With this event, the 3-day Silver Jubilee celebrations of the National Human Rights Commission comes to an end. New Delhi is all set to host the India International Silk Fair from Tuesday. Over 100 silk producers are to attend the 3-day event at Pragati Maidan. A large number of buyers from abroad are to participate. Artisans from Jammu and Kashmir and the Northeast will also showcase their products. India has emerged as the second largest silk producer in the world. In cricket, West Indies is struggling to save Hyderabad test against India with 66 for the loss of 4 wickets in their second inning on the 3rd day of the second and final test when reports last came in. Earlier, the hosts made 367 all out in their first innings, taking a first innings lead of 56 runs. For India, Rishabh Pant missed out a well-deserved 100 for a second successive time. He was out at 92, while Ajinkya Rahane scored 80 runs. For West Indies, Jason Holder took 5 wickets for 56 runs and Shenan Gabriel 3 for 107 runs. India lead the series 1-0 after winning their first test at Rajkot. And now, news from Youth Olympics.
In the Youth Olympics at the Argentinian capital Buenos Aires, Indian wrestler Simran settled for a silver in women's freestyle 43 kg category after she lost to Emily Shilton of United States in the final bout. This is India's 5th silver along with 3 gold in the ongoing event. The medals won by shuttler Laksha Sen gold, shooter Manu Bhakar silver and judoka Tababi Devi silver in mixed events are not counted in the country's total tally as they had paired with athletes of other countries. In hockey, Indian men's and women's teams have advanced to the finals after registering emphatic win over their respective opponents. The Indian men will face Malaysia in the summit clash while their women counterparts will take on host Argentina in the final. This is Arun Joshi, AIR News Delhi.
News from tennis. Well, world number 3 Novak Djokovic will take on 13th seed Borna Coric in Shanghai Masters tennis final today. The 21-year-old Croatian Borna Coric beat defending champion Roger Federer 6-4, 6-4 in the second semi-finals yesterday. Earlier, Serbian Novak Djokovic thrashed German world number 5 Alexander Zverev 6-2, 6-1 in the first semi-finals. Wimbledon champion Djokovic is on a 17-match winning streak, a run that includes titles at the US Open and Cincinnati Masters. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. Home Minister Rajnath Singh to celebrate Dussehra with BSF personnel guarding Indo-Pakistan border in Rajasthan. Chief Election Commissioner O.P. Rawat says proactive steps have been taken to counter bogus voting. 10 members of a family killed in a road accident near Rajnandgaon in Chhattisgarh. Voting underway for 35 national and provincial assemblies bypoll in Pakistan amidst tight security. Indian men's and women's hockey teams advanced to Youth Olympic final in Buenos Aires. And in cricket, West Indies struggling to save the Hyderabad test against India. And for details of these stories and more, you can log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. And with that, we end the Midday News. Goodbye.